When we lay out a future state or vision, it can be intoxicating for the audience. To put the icing on the cake, we then need to relate how we can apply these ideas to their reality today. Find out more in today's show. Welcome back to Year 5 of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which we release every Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and three-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. My new book is Zaegyo, and it's a translation of Japan Sales Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? We are here to win in business in Japan. Let's all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 250, Two Dimensions Needed When Presenting. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. When you hear an excellent presentation, it's easy to be well satisfied. When you are giving such a presentation and the audience are wolfing it down, your information, etc., it is also easy to be self-satisfied. The good is the enemy of the great, we say, don't we? The difficulty is when things are going so well to know exactly how to take them to a higher level. I was attending such a presentation recently, and the speaker was very, very good. The content was right on topic for an area which had real attention-grabbing power for audiences. The room was a sellout. That is always a good thing, isn't it? When people are flocking to hear you pontificate on your topic. The information itself was fresh, new, well-designed, and cleverly arranged in terms of the cadence of the argument. The actual delivery was probably one of the best that particular business audience will see in a long, long time. All good. So how to make it something that's already working extremely well even better? This is not easy, but I did notice one thing that I thought could have been added, and it may be something that we can all consider when we are constructing our own presentations. When we are delivering an informed style of presentation, of course, we need to be clear, concise, and on topic. We also need to have crisp information which is new to the audience so that they feel they were in the box seats for a real value-deep presentation. This presentation knocked it out of the park in that regard. When we are doing that informed type of presentation, we can be spending quite a big chunk of our time on the broad brush strokes of industry direction, the shape of the trend, the predictions for the future. This is great because as audience members, we are getting treated to a business equivalent of a massive star show of the outer galaxies like we will see in a planetarium. Future direction is good. But to really take our talk to the highest possible level, we need to do one more thing. We need to connect this broad and scale-based projection analysis to the day-to-day reality of our punters in the audience. The talk I attended could have gone one more step and have reached out to the audience with some steps they could take to connect the information with their daily challenges. It didn't have to morph into a complete how-to presentation, but the inclusion of a few takeaways would have been the super icing on the cake. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to be successful as a leader, do the Leadership Training for Managers course. All companies need people who can both manage and lead. Leading people screams out for real skills in communication, dealing with all different types of people, being excellent at innovation, planning, delegation, handling mistakes, doing performance reviews really well, and inspiring and motivating the team. Do the Leadership Training for Managers course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. And talking about particularly when we are involved in discussing broad operational changes in an industry, that it is easy to get stuck at that general direction level. We are fully focused on the big picture. We need to pick up around 3 things the audience can walk out with, which they can put into immediate action to link the macro with the micro. There are bound to be things that our audience can do as a result of hearing this speech, which will better prepare them and their companies for the coming changes. Everyone wants to know what is coming down the pike, and they need to do whatever they need to do to get ready for it. The addition of these concrete steps brings the talk even more alive and makes it more relevant for our audience. Why 3? Of course, we could probably list 10 or 20 items, but the smaller number is easier for the audience to apply without feeling overwhelmed. Trying to make too many changes too quickly usually results in nothing getting done. 3 is also good as a quantity because it has volume, which gives the talk a greater feeling of worth and credibility. These 3 points are sufficiently significant without being off-putting, onerous or burdensome for the audience. So, the next time you are giving a presentation of the informed variety, look carefully at your macro points and try to pull out some practical steps, some juicy takeaways that the audience can feast on and integrate into their own businesses straight away. If you do this, they will leave the room with a sense of they have seen the future and they are better prepared with some practical steps to deal with it. You will have elevated an excellent speech to the highest of levels, and your personal and professional brands will also be soaring. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now, you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday, we are releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode number 251, we're talking about close that sale. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.